to serve and protect. That's an officer's mission. But what happens when one of them breaks the law? This question comes after the recent arrest of a Macon police officer who is now facing drug charges. 41 NBC's Amanda Castro spoke to the Bibb County Sheriff, who tells us he won't tolerate this kind of behavior when Macon police and deputies merge next year.
Sheriff David Davis says it's disheartening when he has to investigate one of his own, but he will not stand for any policy or law violations from his deputies. And that also goes for the incoming Macon police officers. He wants the community to know he's taking a stand to keep you safe. The men in blue or brown, no matter the uniform, the job is the same. Serve and protect the community. But sometimes these officers go astray.
People get into situations. They may get in with family members or someone that they become involved with, both either romantically or friendship-wise, that may lead them into some criminal activity.
Bibb County Sheriff David Davis says these things happen, and when it does, it's up to law enforcement leaders to take a stand.
We're not going to tolerate any officers who go and do things outside of the law.
But so far this year, 7 upholders of the law have done just that. 5 Macon police officers were arrested, the most recent on drug charges, 2 for stealing firearms, and 2 on theft charges. Davis says he's fired 2 deputies since he became sheriff.
It's disheartening to the public to see officers who are supposed to be held to a higher standard break the law, but what is more disheartening is that if we give the perception that we're not acting quickly enough and that we're not taking decisive action on it.
He won't stand for any violations when the 2 departments merge next year. Davis says they'll use extensive background checks on new hires, and the sheriff's office is already looking at the files of the incoming Macon police officers.
So that we can become familiar with some of the backgrounds of some of the officers and some of the things that they may have been involved in, especially any officers who have some previous internal affairs reports on them.
And to make sure to serve, to protect isn't just a motto, but a mission. Sheriff Davis says both he and Macon Police Chief Mike Carswell are committed to acting fast and decisively in situations where officers violate policies or the law. Chief Carswell released this statement about Officer Katrina Toomer's arrest in Monroe County last night. The MPD will continue to cooperate with the Monroe County Sheriff's Office. A decision regarding Officer Toomer's status will be made sometime next week. We have no tolerance for even a single arrest. We have a police department to run and intend to honor our daily commitment to protect and serve the citizens of Macon.